I'm gonna.
I about killed a woman this morning too.
Damn, you about killed a woman this morning? By the way, we are live.
Oh, we are? Okay, yeah.
Now we are. How
Yeah,
the?
she tried fucking with my uh well, let's put it this way. Let me turn this let me turn this media down. I went to go get, like, first of all, I'm a coffee person.
Oh
Okay, I
yeah, so am
mean,
I.
I have to have my coffee. Don't
Yep.
fuck with me, you know.
Yep. Give me some time to wake up.
Um,
Give me my coffee, and then I won't be a grumpy bear.
yeah. So this morning, like, first of all, like, I barely get any sleep as it is. So, but like today, we had to drive to Missouri to pick up my kids, or my wife's kids. I mean, I call her mine, but just so everybody is clear on whose kids they are. My wife's kids from their dad's house, and so we had to wake up like at 6:30 in the morning. So I got like maybe 2 hours of sleep. And so
Mm-hmm.
my wife wakes me up. I get ready, and so instead of like making coffee here and drinking it for a couple of hours, we just like, I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven, get some coffee, and we'll, drink it on the way. So I'm getting coffee, and I don't know, y'all been to like gas station coffee places like where they have like the big long counter and like it has like the sweetener and all that shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this lady was standing in front of the sweetener, and I kind of stood like, I was like maybe 2 feet away from her, but I was in the very end of the counter, like in the aisleway, but away from her because I didn't really want to stand right next to her. And so I reached over there and I grabbed some sweetener, and she's like, "Excuse you." At first, I mean, I'm still fucking asleep, so I'm like, what the fuck did she say? Like, what? And so then as she's walking away, I'm like, then I registers like what she said, and I was like, I'm not telling you, I'm not excusing myself to get a thing. And she's like, turn around, she's with her boyfriend or whatever. She turned around, she goes, "What'd you say?" I was like, I'm not telling you, excuse me for getting this. And then she just like walks off and mouths off, and I'm like, just calm down because it ain't worth going to jail over coffee. Just get some coffee, and I won't do nothing. This other guy is like in a chipper fucking mood, way too damn happy at 6:30 in the morning. He
Yeah.
comes around the corner, he's like, man, these people are in a fucking like bad mood and this morning. And I was like, I'm telling you, it's like these people should know if a motherfucker is getting coffee at 6:30 in the morning, chances are it's best not to fucking piss him off before he drinks it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm like, it just should just be common knowledge. Like, oh, dude's getting coffee, leave him alone. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, don't fuck with dude. Leave him be. Let him wake up first before you start talking shit, or you're gonna lose an arm or a limb. One of the two.
Yeah, it's like my if my brain would have registered quicker, I probably would have hit her. Like I would have just smacked the shit out of her. Like, just shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, it pissed me off. Like, why the hell are you talking shit at 6:30 in the morning when I didn't even get close to you?
you're like, it is too early for this, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
let that one go. You say anything else, and I'm gonna run you over with my car.
it's like, yeah, you just like, I'm not in the mood for this shit, man. Like,
Well,
uh,
I mean, I can't blame you, bro. Like, fucking hell, if somebody was to start shit with me, and it's 6 fucking a.m., they'd be lucky to walk away, dude. Like,
yeah,
I am not a happy camper when people start shit with me that early in the morning. I'll blow up on motherfuckers. I don't care.
yeah, I'm a normal person that just speaks my mind anyway. So, but then like you catch me at 6:30 in the morning with that coffee,
You're
and
like,
you're
catch
gonna
me
get a lot more.
outside.
Yeah, you're gonna catch a lot more of my mind than you wanted.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I
uh,
said, I mean, usually I'm a pretty happy morning person, but
yeah,
there are times where people just want to rub you the wrong way for some reason first thing in the morning.
yeah, I'm usually decent in the morning. Like I mean, I'm obviously, I just like to have my coffee and get
Yeah.
around. But my family all knows, don't try to like ask him a bunch of questions. Don't run over there and bug him, before he has his coffee. But it just seems like that's just like it should be just like a common courtesy extended to everybody early in the morning.
Yeah.
And you see a motherfucker getting coffee, it's like, it's early in the morning, coffee, dude's probably tired, probably best not to, start shit with him. Like, it's just not going to end well. And so yeah, that's how my day started out today.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and then it was all Twitter and uh, ugh, Twitter was just fucking cancer today.
It was on that cancer shit today, huh?
Yeah, well, it started out. I mean, it went to what's her name? What's his name? Riley Dennis,
Yeah.
dude, talking about women have I guess Lacey Green's tweet saying attraction to the same sex is gay, is being gay, and that triggered him saying that she's biphobic and bi eraser. I don't know what the fuck that means. I guess you like you
Bi
have two
cis,
erasers.
or no, it was a cis racist.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, some kind of weird shit like that. And then he's like, "You're just against. You're just because you have a sexual preference for women with vaginas or women with dicks." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "There ain't no such thing as fucking women with dicks, man. We call those guys. Like almost everybody in America does. Like I've never in my life met a woman with a dick. Sorry, just and I
well,
hope I never do.
you know, he is a dude transitioning into being a female who is dating a
Yeah,
female,
but he's not.
right?
He has no. You do know he has no interest in cutting off his dick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's going to transition his face to make it look more female, but he's not going to cut off his dick. I'm like, dude, the only thing you're doing this for is fucking YouTube views.
Yeah.
Like I call bullshit because like there's not. He's like he's trying to like tell people that there's more than one type of trans person.
No, there
A
isn't.
trans person can feel one way, but then still want to keep their male genitals. Like no, like the whole purpose of trans is you're transitioning.
Yep.
Not that you're just like gonna stay trans forever. God, these people are fucking idiot, man.
Yeah, he oh, offline? No, it came back. What the fuck? Oh wow, that is so much faster. Alright boys, there's no reason why we should have any issues with tonight's stream. I am currently at 430 megs down and 40 megs up. Cut out again! What the fuck? Okay. I don't know, guys. This is being funky. I don't know what the fucking deal is. I'm in the red with OBS for some... fuck. Yo, like, I don't even know, dude. Like, this is weird. Like, it's saying we're live, then it drops, then we're live, then it drops, then it's live, or drop. And then we're live. Then it stables out, and then it does it again. It's like wash, rinse, repeat. It just continuously goes up and down.
Weird. Can they hear it?
I don't know. Hold on.
Oh yeah, they're saying that they can. It's live.
Yeah, it's back, but then it's red again. I'm losing like 779 frames for some reason. Let me check Steam. Let's see if Steam is downloading something. I don't know. I mean, that could.
What are you? What bitrate are you streaming at?
3,500 megs, dude.
Try lowering it to like maybe 1,500 since we're just talking.
I probably will. I just gotta check Steam.
I was like, because if it's just us talking, then it shouldn't be.
Alright, you guys, I'm gonna lower the bitrate and see if that fixes it because I don't know what else to do. Alright? I love you guys, I'm sorry! I'm gonna probably hit him up in a minute. Alright, let's try this.
Maybe...
Now it says we're live.
Maybe...
I dropped it down to the 1,500. Let's see if this works. No, it went into the red again. Yeah, I really don't know, guys. I really am sorry.
Yeah, earlier they said that like whenever you were even in the red before you switched the bitrate, that we weren't cutting up at all. Like for some reason, I don't know. It's weird.
I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with this retardedness for a little while. Then I mean, if it stays in the red and they can still hear us, then fine. I'm just not gonna worry about it. I do apologize, guys.
If it keeps dropping, then Shaner comes and maybe we can.
Yeah, Shaner needs to get his ass in here.
And that's your friend, dude.
Yeah, that's my boy.
I'm gonna put him on you.
Right. Let's see. I'm gonna text him right now and see what's up because I know when I talked to him earlier, he said he was gonna cook dinner, but he didn't say whether or not he wasn't gonna be here or not.
y'all operating some like weird fucking hours, like cooking dinner at 10 o'clock and
Well, no, he started dinner at like 8 or 9, and I was at work, so I figured he'd be done by
man,
now.
I'm gonna be fucking hungry by 8 or 9 o'clock at night, man. I'm gonna be like, the fuck. I
Yeah,
understand though
guys, I
because
have
it's his wife.
Suddenlink out here. Suddenlink's the best out here, unfortunately. So
It's his wife's work schedule and stuff that causes him to like they. I'm glad it's nice to see that he works around it or whatever. But man, I trying to get to that point to working around it would start make me starve for the first 2 or 3 days or whatever. Like, oh shit, man, I'm gonna eat a sandwich before she gets home.
man, yeah, I'm just gonna I'll just deal with it this way. If you guys can hear me and you can hear him just fine, then I'm just gonna fucking keep it on this. Fuck it.
That Halo Storm, we're using the Xbox One X, man. That's what we're streaming on. We have a prototype. Oh shit,
Factual.
it went offline.
Did it go offline?
Oh, it went back up. It's back up again. Yeah, we have a prototype. Phil Spencer sent it to us for testing.
Those cutouts are golden. Yeah.
They're great because I have to keep an eye on the damn streams, so that way I know where it like cut out on my what I'm saying. Uh, no, okay. Since Halo Storm's in the chat, he decided like on Quarter Rock stream to have some sort of like mental breakdown, I guess, because he was saying that somebody said that their computer they had a i7 6700K, like I think it was 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 RAM, a 1070, and because we were talking. He said Gears 4 looks better than any Uncharted game. That's what Halo Storm said. It looks good, but it don't look. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn and Uncharted 4 are like really two, and especially Until Dawn are some really damn good looking games. And I like the character models on those look better than they do on Gears to me. But he was after him get like somebody saying that about his computer. He was like, "Oh, so you basically have the same specs as what the Xbox One X has." Yeah. And I'm like, "Did you just compare the Xbox One X to an i7 6700K and a 1070?"
Did somebody have like a memory lapse as to what those things do compared to an Xbox or a console in general? Like,
yeah, I was like that. Maybe the i7 is probably the equivalent of the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro CPU together. Oh, it's just so. But he said since an art developer. Now, mind you, this is art developer. Said that the Xbox One X GPU is equivalent to a 1070. That's what he's deciding to go off of, rather than Digital Foundry. They got their talking points from Microsoft that's compared it to an RX 480. And I tried to remind him that there was a developer that said that the PS4 Pro was comparable to a $900 PC.
Oh boy.
I was like, these developers aren't the brightest. I was like, they know how to make games. And I would argue that the art developer really doesn't know how to make one, but that's another story. But they only know how to make games. They don't understand all this stuff, and they go out and I'll make up these stupid comments like the $900 PC, a 1070 when it's a 480. It's like these people got to quit believing stupid developers on what they're saying and actually believe people that do tech analysis for a living.
Hey, Rokon, I agree with you. He says, man, Arc Developers has a game that is unoptimized as hell. I wouldn't take his word at all. Neither would I, dude. Like, I don't even play Arc, dude. I don't even fucking play Arc. I bought that shit on PC thinking it's going to be the best thing ever. I was like, this game looks fun as hell. And I thought, oh, man, how cool would that be? A creation game of dinosaurs and taming them and shit. That'd be fucking awesome. Yep. And then I play it, and it's like, oh, well, this kind of sucks. Like, what the fuck? Like, it runs like shit. I know people with 1080s that have a hard time running that. Dude, Shane has a 980 Ti, and he was having issues running that game.
Yeah, I had a 980 Ti. I had the 980 Ti, the i7 6700K, and 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM at 2666 megahertz. and I still had problems running that fucking game. Not even on ultra. I mean, we're talking like I had to lower it down to medium and everything else just to get that damn thing to run. Yeah, that like I'm gonna take his word for like what a system can do. He doesn't even know what the fucking PC can do.
Much less
Oh
know
man,
how to develop for one. Fuck.
yeah, I'm like yeah, no, he's not a good source of information, regardless of what he. I mean, I don't know. He's another story. He's a piece of shit for as far as I'm concerned, but that's because of what he did to the damn game.
Oh, you mean you mean early access and then DLC after?
Yeah, it was like that's just fucking bullshit. Like he's the reason why people don't trust early access.
Yeah.
Him, DayZ, and H1Z1. Those three games are a clear example of why people don't trust buying early access games. Well, yeah, Drew, PUBG is a early access game, but
Yes.
that's the thing is that I have no fear the game will come out of early access and very quickly because the whole reason that PUBG was ever even created was because I think it was DayZ or H1Z1, whatever which one it was.
People got tired of waiting for the patches of H1Z1 to come out. Yeah.
He got tired of the damn thing being in. Oh, we're offline again.
See, on my end, it says video output is low.
Okay. Yeah. It's back on. But he got tired of the game being in early access and never getting support, so he created this. So I have no fear that he will actually pull that game out of early access and make it a full release. He'll probably pull it out like right when it goes live on Xbox One. I don't think it'll drop in early access on Xbox One. I think it'll go straight to the store.
Here's the thing, Shadow. I respect small dev teams. I mean, I even respect the one-man armies out there of the world, like the guy from Terraria. Like, he did that game by himself, you know what I mean? I respect those people because they do come back and they do make sure that their games can run right. Hell, they got Terraria so fucking optimized it can run on your smartphone now. Same with Minecraft. Mojang did a great job with that. Notch decided, hey, we're going to go ahead and make this game run on a fucking cell phone. Here you go, you know? These motherfuckers that do shit now, they're just fucking playing off the idea that they can make as much money as humanly possible and not have to complete a game. And I think that's bullshit. Steam should not allow games to be put on their green light or their beta access or early access to not be completed. Because that's what it's coming down to. It's coming down to money farming, and that's bullshit.
Yeah, they should technically have a time limit. Like you have either maybe 1 year from the time you become greenlit for early access to get your game on the store, or it's removed completely, and things are refunded. There's got to be some sort of quality control with early access. And Burning Phoenix, I hate that too. I hate when early access games come out to console before they're actually being finished on PC, because even when they come to console, they're not finished. They're actually on console, broken as hell, just like they are on the thing. And then the developer supposedly updates the early access on PC and the console actual final version all at one time, but it doesn't ever work out. I don't really ever buy into games that are if they come to console and they're still on Steam's early access, I'll leave them alone until they're actually a full-fledged release game. I won't buy any game at all.
Right. And Rokon, you're right. Stardew Valley is an early access, and that's a fantastic game.
It's still in early access?
I think so, yeah.
Now, see, that's wrong then, because they actually released a finalized version for consoles, but it still hasn't. They still haven't finished the PC version then.
I thought it was early access. If it's not early access, then I'm wrong. I mean, they've been patching it still, so I just figured it was still early access.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm just saying that to me, I think that if they launch on early access on PC before they actually launch the final product on consoles, they should launch the final product on PC first. Because to me, what it sounds like they're doing is they're using the money from the PC crowd to fund them launching on consoles.
All right, guys. I'm gonna try to fix the ingest server. See if that fixes this. If it goes down again. So we're gonna keep this running until it goes down, and then after that, I'm gonna say fuck it and just regenerate a stream key and see if that works. Because this is fucking annoying. This is absolutely annoying.
I don't know what the hell's going on with the internet. Like, maybe the maybe there's something with net neutrality because like Phil DeFranco said that there's like Verizon Wireless is actually starting to do shit like with that. Would like say basically as asking Google and YouTube to pay them money.
Fuck that.
To get like to make it to where their customers that use their product like that go to YouTube and YouTube and Facebook, that go to YouTube and Facebook, that it doesn't count against their data minutes or their data monthly. Because right now Verizon has a thing called I'm just gonna say Verizon Go or whatever. But they have this thing here, but anything that's streamed off of that don't count against their Verizon data usage. But they're now asking like Facebook and YouTube to pay them monthly, like a stipend monthly income or whatever to Verizon, to allow YouTube and Facebook to be a part of that free, I guess free viewing for the Verizon customers. And I still say that's fucked up.
Wow.
It's just a part. I mean, it's part of what net neutrality will be like without it.
Yeah,
it's a scary thought that it's actually.
This is the one thing that I really don't agree with Trump on. Like, Trump is a fucking idiot on this part. He's like, yeah, because he hired one of the main proponents that is like widely against net neutrality. Like, I couldn't believe it when I saw it, so I was like, fuck.
Yep.
I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. I honestly think that net neutrality will go away simply because you have like they were able to like give away our information so freely, our search history. So I have no doubts that they're going to give away the net to the companies.
No,
and it's going to fucking fucked. It's going to fucking suck.
I guarantee you though, like if people were to actually stand up, like companies, major corporations, and social networks, were to sit there and say, you know what? How about Verizon, AT&T, all you guys, go fuck yourself. Like that is something that they should do. That's what I think a lot of people should do.
I think we're gonna see that though, because Amazon, like a bunch of these, like we're talking, and Amazon's one of the biggest fucking companies. But a lot of these big companies are actually standing up against net neutrality. So I think that if it actually goes through to where they lose net neutrality, you might actually see them stand up to these big internet service providers that say, we're going to start charging you to, for people to go to your website. I think that you're going to start seeing them stand up and say, fuck you, I just won't put my website on there. Because let's put it this way, there's no way in hell that an internet service provider could actually survive without having Amazon, YouTube, and Twitter and Facebook.
That's the whole reason why people log in. That's the whole reason why people log in. I don't get online much, dude, unless I'm gaming, or I'm making YouTube content, or I'm watching it, or I'm checking in on Facebook to see what my friends are doing. If those guys no longer support the internet or whatever because of what's going down, that's going to take away, I would say, 90%, if not almost all people.
Yeah, it'll bankrupt Comcast and all these different people, which I'm okay with.
Yeah,
I'm okay with.
Yeah, they're fucking Comcast are scam artists. Cox, they're scam artists. I mean.
Yep, because what you'll see is Amazon, Facebook. You'll see YouTube create their own internet service, and then they'll probably end up like being at the free service, like the actual net neutrality type thing, and everybody will flock to it. I wouldn't even give a shit if it was like, if I had to flock to it and get like shitty speeds in the very beginning, I would still go there, then stay on my internet service provider getting great speeds and not being able to access those sites. Yeah, sorry, Drew. I get carried away with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do need Google
I would love to
Fiber
have Google
if
Fiber.
they fucking like actually brought that shit out by now. Jesus Christ.
I know Google Fiber was actually going, like doing. We thought that they actually approved the contract here for Oklahoma, but they haven't started laying any groundwork for it. But each internet service provider in that certain region has got pretty much that area locked down to where it's really hard for Google Fiber to actually move in those areas because they're already the other ISPs are already established, and they'll just say, "Hey, look, we'll give the politicians so much money if you just deny them." And of course, I mean, who's going to turn down free money?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would. I mean, personally, I couldn't consciously go to be a politician and take bribe money from companies because I
Man,
don't give a shit
this
about you. I don't
th-
give a shit about y'all fucking companies.
this whole thing, dude, like this whole thing with what's going on right now, like I barely got the gist of it today. Like I was at work, I was in the back getting certified and all the heavy machinery at my job, and I looked down at my phone and I think your tweet about net neutrality or something, it was either you or you were tagged in a tweet about net neutrality today, and about
Yep,
40 other people tweeted me about net neutrality that
it's
we
a
were all tagged in. And I was like, fuck, this is coming back to haunt us again? Like, god damn it.
it's actually I think going to be up for vote like on like I think next week or something like that, or maybe even this week it might be. Uh, and that's a scary thing because I mean we're not going to get a chance to say yes or no to it, and we all know that like Trump even can benefit from. I mean, obviously he doesn't run an internet service thing, but he's still a big rich, whatever. So I mean, this is like one thing I'm highly. I loved all the other other stuff, but I didn't know that
this
this was
is
actually ever a thought in Trump's mind.
he hated net neutrality, dude. he thinks the internet is not something that people need. And I think even Rags kind of agreed with it. He didn't agree with everything, but he like made a tweet like, "Well, I don't need to live off the internet." And I'm like, "Well, that's you. There's a lot of people that do. You know, there's people that work from home. There are IT technicians that have to rely on an internet connection. I live with one. She works online all the time. Like I have to have my internet up for her so she can have her job. I got people that I got friends that went to school online because their local schools were below average or they were shit. I mean, there are many reasons why people actually need the internet. I'm not saying I personally have to live on it. I don't. I mean, anybody can say that. I don't have to live off the internet. That's fine. I could go out. I have two legs. I can go and look for jobs on the site and stuff. I'm okay with that. But there are people who absolutely need the fucking internet to live.
Yeah,
So it's like, we can't sit there and give these people the internet to live off of and then just take it away because, oh, well, we don't think the fucking companies are making enough money. Are you serious? These dumb motherfuckers have the same copper has been laid out in their network systems for the last 30, 40 years. They never
yep.
upgraded anything. They never fixed their fucking nodes. They're down 90% of the goddamn time. People are paying inflated prices. I got friends out of the EU and the UK that are like, yo, like our internet's not that bad. Like they're in gigabyte standards right now over there. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, they end up paying like $75 or something like that, and I'm paying $100 for 380 gigabytes. It's insane, man. I mean I will never look at it as I don't need it, so therefore I don't really care because it affect like that kind of shit affects more than just me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm anybody arguing that like not arguing against net neutrality, but then trying to argue for pro-consumerism, kind of an oxymoron at that point.
Slightly. Wait, that's what your
Oh, did
ISP
you?
is doing? I didn't know your ISP was optimizing it or prioritizing the speed test thing. I wonder if mine's doing that because my shit's been in and out like this entire week.
Yep, mine does that too. Whenever you could, if I go to, I have to go to like, if I go to a certain speed test or speedtest.net, I think it is, then it'll get like really good speeds. But if I go to like one of the off brand or whatever, it'll get like really super low speeds. Like
Really, like which one do you use? Like, name me one so I can do it right now. I want to check this.
I do speedtest.net.
That's what I normally do. Yeah, that's by Ookla. But
Yeah.
but that's a big site though, and my shit's been coming up above and beyond for mine. So that's what I was wondering if like there's other off-name speed tests that I could use.
You would have to just search for like internet speed tests, and then I just I whenever I go through there and like click a couple of them or whatever, and just see what they see if I can get it. Actually.
I'm gonna go do that. Right
I guess
now.
I can get a consensus across them all.
Yeah.
Shadow, there's one thing. Yeah, I mean, I understand you argue for what benefits you, maybe, but I get that to a degree, but we're gonna say that you're independently wealthy. Would you honestly say that if the country was putting it up for a vote, like that only the elected officials would vote on, that it would actually take the actual physical pay away from every U.S. worker? Since you don't need money, would you actually argue? Would you actually not argue that that's unfair and that's slave labor? I mean, it's one thing to argue. I mean, I get I mean, obviously you want to look out for yourself, but at the same time is that if you don't look out for these big things like this that affect other people, maybe not you, it won't affect you as much. Then later on, you don't realize what that the president you set by not fighting against it is going to do later on to something that will affect you, and maybe then other people won't care either. So I mean, it's like just kind of like what's up, Titanfall Princess? Just like I mean, there was an Aaron Tippin song, and I know y'all probably don't know who the hell he is because he's an old-time country singer, but he sang a song and it was like, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And at some point we got to put our foot down to the government and say, no, not anymore.
Yeah. There's gotta be something where people finally have enough of it and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, let's.
Even if it doesn't affect you, I mean, you gotta like see what's right and wrong and just fight for what's right rather than just what affects you all the time.
Yeah.
And burning. Titanfall Princess is cool. Like all that shit is gone and over with. She's welcome here.
Yeah.
Please don't go back and forth on that. I'm gonna let you know now since you said that. I just want to make sure she's cool to be here.
Yeah, she has no beef with me or Rambo or even Shane for that matter.
Or even Rag. She doesn't even she's even said that.
Yeah.
So I mean, no reason to
hate on
draw
her.
attention to it. She's just coming to have a good time.
Speaking of
did you hear about the what'd you say?
I was gonna see if she wanted to come in here.
Oh yeah, she can come in here.
Yeah, I know she can. She's always welcome here.
Yeah.
Nancy, if you want in here, you can come in here. All right, so I'm using this speedtest.org instead of the .net, and I'm getting even better speeds with the .org. So I don't know what the fuck is up. I don't know, man. This shit's driving me bonkers.
I don't know what the hell's going on with your internet. I don't know. I think it's OBS, to tell you the truth, because I can't. Like I have actually uninstalled OBS completely from my computer and reinstalled it. And as soon as I click like preview stream or whatever, it pops up some error message, and then as soon as I click OK on the error message, it closes OBS completely out. I can't use OBS at all.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hell's going on. The Titanfall. I don't know if you heard him, but if you want to come in, you can. Like if you have Discord, just download Discord and come on in. But did you hear about the new streaming service that I think it's streaming service, but they're going to start doing with indies on PC?
Really?
It's called Jump, and it's like $10 a month, and it's gonna be just kind of indie games. I'm not sure how well that's going to go over. I mean, to me, to make for $10, you would have to have a lot of indies, like to make it worth it. Like it would have to be just a good influx of them, like more than 100.
Titanfall Discord is a chat app. It's a really lightweight chat app, so you could put it on your phone or you could put it on your computer. It's really good, and it sounds really good too. Like it has probably one of the crisper audio that you can get. That's why we use it for our podcast, because it's really clean. Sorry, Rambo, I'm trying to cut you off.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Nancy, I'm gonna actually send you a message on Twitter. It'll actually be a Discord link, and so that's actually our server. And so when you click it, it'll actually give you an opportunity to either open it in a web browser where you don't even have to download it, or you can actually download the actual app and do it that way. So yeah, Burning, I know I said $10 indie games, but you have Microsoft's Game Pass that has 360 games and Xbox One games for $10 a month. That I'm sure is going to eventually come over to the PC side. I just don't see how that's going to compete against $10 a month indie games. And I get that it's not that much money, but I mean, like, it's got to be some good indies, or at least a good amount of indies, I would think, to make $10 worth it.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. It should be like a good amount. Hey, Storm, you want up? I'll get Storm up here.
Can you send her a message on with a link to our, because I'm on my phone, so I can't.
Yeah. Let me get it. Hold on. What's
just
up,
like DM
Storm?
her so that way.
What am I doing here?
Oh,
I
brought you up, bro. You don't want to come up and talk?
Shit.
Come on, is that all your? Now you don't have to do your clever typing. You can just be clever with your voice.
See?
You don't sound black, by the way.
Am I supposed to be bright?
No, he said black, but that works too.
Oh, shut the fuck
up. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm looking for through our old DMs. Here we go. Here you are. Alright, found you. Nancy, I'm going to send it to you right now. Just click that link there, and then come on in. It'll ask you to make a name and whatnot. And don't mind Storm. He's just he's our token black person from Canada.
Shut up with that shit. It's not really funny anymore.
We're an equal opportunity podcast.
Okay. He said it's not funny anymore, you guys. What do you guys think of the audience? Do you think it's funny that we say Stormspark is black? Just press 1 for yes and 2 for no.
Goget said Storm sounds like a school shooter.
You kind of do.
Poor Storm.
But you would be the first black school shooter. Yes, Burning Phoenix. We discussed it